Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFLTV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Well, we've got two big fights in the heavyweight division today, Gareth, both announced for August. So August is going to be a busy month for everyone in the industry. Let's start with the first announcement we had today for the August 26th in Poland between Alexander Usyk, unified world champ, and Daniel Dubois, the mandatory challenger. A lot of people writing Daniel off. How much of a chance do you give him in this, Gareth?
Well, I think it's we knew the fight was going to happen. It's brilliant that it's been confirmed officially today. All the posters out, all that kind of stuff. When the posters come out, it means it's happening. You've got to favour Usyk. He's looked very, very good against big guys in the heavyweight division. He stumbled a bit with Derek Chisora in those first 6 rounds. People go back to that and remark on it. I thought so myself that Derek gave him a very tough time for 6 rounds. Daniel Dubois has got to get on top of Usyk. And he hasn't looked like doing that to any, kind of high-level opponents yet. So I do make Usyk the favourite to outbox Daniel, but you can't write him off. I think he's got a puncher's chance, if not more. Obviously, Frank Warren's backing him big time at the moment to do that. Obviously, they'd love to upset the apple cart and have the WBC with Fury and the other 3 belts all in the Queensberry stable. But I mean, you've got to go with you. Well, I'm going to go with Usyk to win that on points, or even by stoppage if he fatigues the young fighter and can take advantage of it. He makes great angles with his left hand, But it's a great opportunity for Dubois, and he cannot mess up in this opportunity. He fought one of the worst world champions, if you like. Probably worse than the talk of Anthony Joshua and Charles Martin all those years ago. Actually, Martin looked all right on Sunday night against Jared Anderson.
Yeah.
Well, we can come to that. But yeah, it's a tough fight for Daniel Dubois. He'll go, he's getting well paid for it, I understand. Couple of mil. Usyk, probably 8 mil. It's going to be a sold-out stadium in Poland. As you say, we're all going to be busy there. We've got Spence and Crawford in Vegas at the end of July, which is a massive fight, by the way, in my view, and the whole world and his dog will be there from the fight world. Then we've got the other one you're going to mention in a minute, and then we've got that late in August. So, the 29th, the 12th, 29th of July, the 12th of August, the 26th of August, brilliant for the sport. And it's great the heavyweights are finally confirmed as getting into the ring.
Let's move on to August 12th. We've just had the announcement literally 20 minutes ago for Joshua Whyte 2. I think last week it did really look like a struggle to get this over the line because of the rematch clause situation. Even when that was taken out, promoter Eddie Hearn felt like Dillian and his team weren't going to sign. And he felt they were playing like a PR stunt because everything was going to Sky Sports as soon as some info was shared on their side. But yeah, it looks like, we are getting that fight. So is that, in your opinion, a pay-per-view worthy fight? The DAZN pay-per-view?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's expensive. It's 27 quid, I think, isn't it? On DAZN, 26.99. I've got the press release here that just came into my inbox a little while ago. I think let me just double check that so I'm accurate. I've just read through the press release before you got in contact.
Does it have the price on it? I don't think it has the price.
Yeah, it has got it. The press release has got the price on. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I've read it. It is bitter rivals Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte rematch at the O2 on August 12th, live on DAZN pay-per-view. Tickets 40, 60, 80, 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 800 VIP. And it's going to be, why did I say I read that? I'm sure I read it somewhere. $26.99 via DAZN.com in the UK and Ireland. The pay-per-view will cost $26.99, so 27 quid. Prices may vary another provider. It's expensive. But, I think what Dillian and his team Jay and crew did very well over this was that they elucidated it all. They pushed Dillian onto TalkSport and Sky. They put pressure on Eddie Hearn. I mean, even I saw an interview with Eddie like 2 or 3 days ago where he was saying he didn't think it would get over the line. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that on the weekend.
Yeah, and I was quite surprised. I thought it was over the line. I was hearing it was over the line a couple of days ago. I think obviously, he wanted the rematch clause. It's not in there now, is it? It doesn't have to be in there. I think winner takes all in this fight in lots of ways. It's a very high risk, high rewards fight for Anthony Joshua. It's a 50-50 fight between the two men. They're both at later stages in their career. When did they fight last? 2016, wasn't it? It's 2015 or 2006. It's a long time ago in their careers, put it that way. They've had a lot of water pass under the bridge since. A lot has happened. I'm glad they're having it. I think it's a very big fight. People may not agree with me, but I think it's a very big fight. It will capture public imagination. You won't be able to get a ticket for love nor money for it. It'll sell out so easily, in my view. I think it could have been a small stadium, frankly. But I think it'll do good numbers online as well. And I'm looking forward to an explosive press conference. I mean, they're both a bit more mature about each other at the moment, but I think we're seeing them in West London on Monday. I'm looking forward to the ignition of that bad blood again.
Yeah, I think when it comes around to fight week, I think you're absolutely right. And those two are three days away from getting in the ring with each other. I think the public will take to it because I've seen the reaction so far and a lot of it has been negative. But I think it's one of those when it comes to fight week, people will be interested in that fight.
Yeah, look, the thing is the prism, the echo chamber that social media is at the moment, there's a lot of negativity there anyway. They're both mainstream stars in sports. Dillian Whyte's made himself a cult figure. Yeah, they both didn't perform brilliantly against Jermaine Franklin because they've got that mutual opponent respectively in their last fights. Neither of them looked amazing against him, but this is the championship of each other. There's no belt on the line. This is bragging rights, North and South London, two guys that never liked each other. Dillian, always wanted to get under the skin of Anthony Joshua, did a great job of it. They had a very exciting 7-round fight. Joshua rocked really for the first time in his career in that Dillian Whyte fight at the same venue, of course. Whatever it is, 7 years ago. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a great build-up, a great night. We don't have to wait too long. That's what's great. It's 6 weeks away, 5.5, 6 weeks away. They're both in camp. They're both going to want to win this so badly. And it could be, ding-dong slobber knocker. They could both get knocked down. They could both get up. It could be a battle to the death, if you like. Because for Joshua, he's got this massive fight that Eddie Hearn's talked about in Saudi, with the Saudis having come over and met with him last week. Eddie mentioned the figure, I've seen it in an interview, $60 million to fight in Saudi against Deontay Wilder, we believe. There's so much on the line. I mean, I'm amazed that he's taken it. I had doubts about it. I'm really pleased because they both made the right decision. Dillian's taken the fight. Not worried about the rematch clause. There isn't a rematch clause, is there?
No,
he's not worried about it now. He's decided to take the fight. Anthony Joshua, good on you for stepping up and taking the fight. As you rightly say, the heavyweight division's moving again. We need Ruiz, Wilder, and Fury to move now and see what those guys are doing. I suspect Wilder may hold out. Wilder and Ruiz doesn't seem to be happening. We've also got the other fight in September, Joyce and Zhang as well. So you could look at, if Fury's opponent's announced, who knows what's going to happen with that? I don't know if it's Francis Ngannou or not, but that's the talk at the moment. Frank Warren, I was on the show with him on TalkSport last week where he said a game changer. We were both there that day for Joyce and Zhang. There's a lot of people going to really complain about that if it's Francis Ngannou, but at least the heavyweight division's on the move again, and that's good. The the least attractive of all of those fights is the Tyson Fury fight. If that is the case, I hope he signed to fight Alexander Usyk. I hope that's what's happening. I hope that's the game changer. I hope we get an announcement that, you know what, he's not going to bother. He's just going to fight the winner of Usyk and Dubois. If that's the case, happy with that.
Well, the 3 fights that we've got announced between August and September, all very good. 2 rematches, and obviously a Brit going for 3 world titles abroad in Poland. Let's just come back to the pay-per-view situation. So August 12th, the zone pay-per-view. August 26th with Usyk and Dubois on TNT Sports Box Office, obviously the old BT Sport.
That's pay-per-view as well, basically.
Are we getting in the culture of accepting pay-per-view? Is there too much pay-per-view around, Gareth?
Yeah, there's always too much pay-per-view, and it's never satisfying for everyone, and everyone's got shell into their pocket. But, you know, for a round of drinks, that's the cost, isn't it, these days? I mean, it's never good, but these guys are commanding big fees now. You know, Usyk got massive fees for fighting the last 2 contests against Anthony Joshua. He's only fought once a year, you know, if you look back at it. So he's fought November. I think it was it November? No, it was September, August, and then now August again. So, you know, he's been fairly inactive as well. I'm just really pleased it's happening. I'm intending to get out to Poland, out to Vegas, and obviously out to the O2 Arena for Whyte and Joshua. I'm really looking forward to it. I love it that Whyte's working with Buddy McGirt. He'll have a great strategy for Joshua. Joshua looks like he's loving camp with Derek James. I don't know what the punching the mattress was all about.
Yeah, what was that about?
Well, it was funny. I thought it was really good fun, and I really liked Usyk showing the Shark Tank boxing with 2 or 3 opponents in the ring. Obviously got Tyson Fury to respond, and that's what he wanted. So brilliant stuff.
Okay, well, it's a strong end to the year for boxing for sure with these announcements, and I'm sure we're going to get plenty more, probably in Saudi Arabia for December and January. Let's hope so. Gareth, appreciate your time, and I'll see you on Monday, but actually I won't, because I think Usyk and Dubois are having a press conference on Monday as well. So,
oh, are they now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. So we're not having 2 or 3 world title fights on the same night in the UK or in Britain, but we're also having press conferences at the same time.
I believe the 2 press conferences are on the same day, but
well, hopefully one of them will move by the time that happens, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do anyone any favors.
I know, but they are scheduled both for Monday, but we shall see.
I'll send my twin to see you at the other one that I'm not going to.
All right, Gareth, I'll see your twin in Poland. Top man. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking shut up.